Looking for real answers? Meet Bob the Psychic, Scottsdale's #1 psychic. Join live readings with Bob the Psychic every Monday night on Soul Search TV. Real people, real questions, real clarity. Bob connects directly with your energy using psychic insight, tarot, mediumship to bring guidance on love, career, family, finances, and your life path. His readings cut through confusion, offer validation and hope, and help you move forward with confidence and trust. Every Monday, 7 p.m. MST. Watch free on Soul Search TV, YouTube, or Facebook, or reserve your spot to join the Zoom room for a live reading. Experience clarity that changes everything. Limited spots available, so sign up before they're gone.
Recording in progress.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Online Insights with Bob the Psychic. My name is Bob Stahl. My website is bobthepsychic.com. I'm a tarot card, an angel card reader, a channel, a medium, and an energy healer. I'm located in Scottsdale, Arizona. You can find out all about me on my website. It's right there on the screen, bobthepsychic.com. For the next hour, we're going to take some questions from the audience there. So if you have a question and you've already signed up and you're in the waiting room, I'm sure I'll get to you. If you want to set up a private appointment with me, my website, again, it's bobthepsychic.com. I do readings both in person or Zoom. I have clients all over the country, actually all over the world. So feel free to join Zoom. Before we get started, though, I just want to draw a card to set our intention. This deck is called, I just got it, I can't remember off the top of my head. It's called The Secret Language of Light. The card for tonight's going to be about manifestation. So for everybody here, we're going to be manifesting new love, new light, new compassion, new excitement. Whatever that is you're looking for, tonight is the night to manifest it and ask the universe to help you create it and just bring in all that love and kindness. And without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. I see the first person I'm supposed to talk to is Christine. So Christine, go ahead and turn on your camera. And let's get started. Let me make sure I can see you too. Hold on a second here. View gallery. All right, Christine. Oh, there you are. Go ahead and turn on your camera and your microphone, and let's get started. What's your question? Okay, Christine. Hi, are you there?
It's saying that I can't start my video because it's been disabled. The host.
That's okay. No worries. I don't need to see you.
Asked
That's
you to
fine.
start your video.
There we go.
Yay!
Hey, great. So where are you zooming in from? Where are you located?
Outside of San Francisco in Burlingame.
Oh, Burlingame. Okay, I grew up in Southern California, so I kind of know where that is. Not really.
Yeah,
all
it's
right.
northern.
Further north. How can I help you? What would you like to know?
Yeah, so I want to know, work has been, there's a lot of flex stuff going on, and I'm trying to diversify in other areas. And my husband is a songwriter, so I'm just wondering, anything that comes to you.
Yeah, so what I feel like that there's just going to be a lot of I want to say unease or unrest about it, but I feel like it ends, well, they're telling me it's going to end in April, but I feel like for right now, let me just do each of you individually. For your husband, he's supposed to stay on his path, but he's definitely found oh, my phone just went crazy. There we go. I just feel like he's going to be okay. And even though right now he might not have the perfect gig, it's coming because he's got the right people around him, and he really cleared and got rid of some, I want to say some people or situations or something like the end of December of last year. And I know I'm going to say this a lot tonight. So last year, 2025 sucked. And the reason it did is because those numbers added up to 9. So it was the end of a 9-year cycle, the end of just some negativity, the close of a bunch of chapters, a bunch of doors. And now that we're in this year, 2026, this is a year that adds up to 1. So it's new beginnings, starting over fresh, new contracts, new commitments. But he's in the right place in the right time. For you, I feel like you're not really ready to leave your job yet, but you're working on it. And I do feel like there's going to be a job change around you. That might be, they're saying it's going to be in March. So we'll see how that plays out. But I do feel like for right now, you're okay where you're at. And the choice to leave, I get, is going to be yours. Because I feel like you're going to just get fed up and go all right, that's enough. And that kind of thing. So if that makes sense to you, I feel like you're supposed to, I don't want to say be ready to jump ship, but you're kind of getting there. And it's not going to be oh, they're going to show you the door and you're out. I do feel like it's going to be your choice when the time comes. They might even try to save you or stop you. And I feel like by that time, it's just going to be too late. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah. I know that there's changes afoot, and I just was curious if I'm part of their transition team.
You are.
Oh, because it's just I don't know. It's just
I feel
me.
like you are. Here's what I got on that. I do feel like you're part of the transition team. I just feel like you don't want to do it, or you're unsure because it's kind of like there's so much like energy like that going on all around them that's what's driving you nuts. So if that makes sense, but I do feel like you're part of the team and that they, have a plan for you and all that. That's why I feel like when I said the part about that they might try to save you or stop you from going, that might be it. But I feel like by that time, what I'm hearing in my head is that really the damage will have already been done. And it's not like physical damage. It's like the emotional, you're just kind of like over it.
Yeah.
Because have you been there? Have you been there 5 years yet? Is it 5 years?
11. 5 in this particular job, but
there we go.
Same company.
Because
Yeah.
I got that the 5 year mark is, you're kind of done. And even if they offered you something in another area, another department, I don't think it's going to be like enough to keep you like interested in it very much.
Yeah. And I just keep wondering, like, at different avenues of income. And my husband's been writing music forever. I'm like, is it ever going to turn into anything monetary?
I want to say yes, it is. I just feel like he hasn't gotten in front of the right people yet, but I get the sense that they're coming, like they're around him now, like January, February. And I feel like I don't know anything about writing music, but if it's a packet of 10, like is it 10 songs in a row, which sounds to me like it's an album, that might be how it flies in some way.
Wow. And he has a song called Fly. Very
really
cool.
Okay. Well, that's not my most magical story of the week, but I have a really good one. But we'll share that one later. But I feel like for you, you're doing the right thing, and you guys are definitely like in the right place. I don't feel like it's going to be like financial bad times or anything like that. I just feel like you're kind of you're like at the lump, and you're ready to because I definitely got when I said the part about have you been there for 5 years? Yeah, I got that's the max.
Yeah. Okay.
So, all right. Well, I still have 2 or 3 minutes with you. So here, let me go ahead and draw some cards because this really is my favorite thing to do. So the way I feel, oh yeah, this is fun. Okay, so the way I feel them out, I like feel the ones that feel like they don't fit, and then I'll draw them here. And from the wow, you cannot make this up department, just wait and see what I got here. All right, is that the last one? Yeah, you got one more. Yep. All right, hold on a second. Here we go. Okay, is the camera working? It is. This whole thing, all right, so the Knight of let's do it this way. This one's your feet, that one's your head.
Yeah.
This is where you are, this is where you're going. Right now, this is all about the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands. Now, this is the romance character in the tarot deck. I feel like this is really about you're taking action to love yourself, to bring new joy and excitement into your life. That's kind of what these two things are saying. Sometimes the Knight of Cups is like, your husband or whatever, but I got no, this is you, and the action you're taking is loving yourself. And if that didn't match up, just wait. In your feet, the Ace of Swords, this is like a mental breakthrough that you're having because you are ready for a new chapter to begin. That's the World card. World is about one chapter ending, a new one beginning, and the Ace of Swords are about our decisions. This is like crowning yourself with new achievements in some way or doing something different. Right now, you've got a lot of emotional stability around you. That's the Nine of Cups. Cups are about emotions. They're all stacked up there, ready to go, ready to tell you you're okay. And this is like the mental strength you have to continue moving forward. She has the infinite wisdom. She's controlling the animals and stuff. But this is the change that's coming. Tower is about a big change coming your way that you really can't get out of the way of. The idea is that the tower falls all the way down. It grows back up. And what does it grow up into you? Seven of Cups, boatload of new opportunities coming your way. And these new opportunities are really part of a whole new chapter. The Fool card, this is like starting a whole new chapter. In the tarot deck, there's a story in it. It starts with Fool and it ends with World. So you're starting a brand new chapter here. This is taking a leap of faith and trusting yourself and new beginnings and being whimsical. And it's all about the partnerships around you. Remember, I said you're going to be leaving. The Two of Cups is partnerships. So they're sharing this partnership. This isn't necessarily like a romance. It's like friends, family, work. I do feel like it's work related. So this little layout here is saying there's a change coming. It's new opportunities. It's going to be something brand new, but it is new partnerships like all around you. So I just feel like you're really in the right place at the right time. And then I like to draw. I didn't even stop. Did that sound like you?
Yeah.
Hold on, I
Yes.
got one more, and then you can ask me whatever you want, and then we'll move on to the next person because I see there's a few people out there. All right, so the last deck I used, this one is called Zebu Angelic Symbols, and the woman who made it was meditating. She got the symbols. She asked what they meant. I use it at the end because it always matches what we talked about. So look at this. You're looking within to see the perfection of the divine or perfection of yourself. That you're really truthful and honest, and you observe effortless, positive interactions with others. It's about integrity for you. So if at your job, this 5-year thing, I don't feel like they're out of integrity. I just feel like it's craziness. That's the sense I get. But look at this. There's abundance coming. You're going to set a clear intention and open your arms to receive. And that matches 100% with the tarot deck that basically said the same thing.
Wow.
So I feel like that's pretty good. You have another question or anything else you want to know before my thing dings right here? Oh, yeah, there we go.
The only question I have is if my mother's around and how she is.
She is around. She says she's feeling fine, and she's waiting for you to get over the fear about what's going on. And she says that there's true excitement coming for you. You just have to be open to it. She says that she thinks it's coming the end of this month. We're already at the end of this month. So there's definitely like good stuff around you. Do you see hummingbirds?
Yes.
That's her.
Thank you.
Oh, I forgot to mention in the beginning, I make people cry all the time. So thank you for crying. That means no one else on this call has to cry, because I do have a rule about that. Someone must always cry. So there you go. Thank you for being the
You're
person.
the best. Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you,
Go to
Bob.
my website. It's bobthepsychic.com. I do online events all the time. So even though you're in California, you can still join me, and happy to talk to you anytime.
Oh, I'd like that. Thank you.
You are welcome. Okay, we'll go on to the next person now. The next person is Deb. Deb, step on up, turn on your camera. There you go. Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. And where are you zooming in from?
Cottonwood, Arizona.
No, so you're just up the road a piece. Okay. Is
Yes.
it cold and rainy there? I'm like, I feel like it's going to be
No,
cold.
sun's out. It's cold, but sun's out.
Yeah, it's cold. Yeah. I know. We'll be claiming in the summertime it's too hot. Well, you can't have it right.
All right.
Okay. Have I read for you before? I don't know why you look vaguely familiar. Have I read for you before?
No, you have not.
Okay. Well, there you go. All right. Well, how can I help you? What would you like to know?
So you know how some people go to Sedona and they're like trying to make it? I
Yeah.
just did that. So I need kind of a timeline and on job, on love life, on
I feel like it's very close and very much around you. When you went to Sedona, you definitely got the clearing that you needed, and you really felt that energy. I do feel like you're going to go. I feel like you're going to go 2 more times before you really make the commitment to go, and that each time, whatever the clearing is that you get there, it's going to take you like a level deeper than where you are like right now, if that makes sense. I know an amazing energy healer practitioner up there. And if you will send me an email, bob@bobthepsychic.com, say you want that. Oh, look, and my phone went off. That's usually like, yeah, that's true. I will send you her name and contact information. And so next time you go to Sedona, have her do her work on you, and you will be a changed person. So yeah, and she's as honest as the day is long. At any rate, but I feel like for you, are you supposed to? Yes, you are supposed to move to Arizona, but I don't know that it's as soon as you think it is. Because what I heard in my head was 2028. That's ridiculous. That's 2 years from now, so that can't be right.
Well, I'm here now.
Oh, you're already there? Okay.
I did a 6-month lease here in Cottonwood, but I just feel like it's not flowing again.
Yeah,
and
'cause
I've
I
been
don't
here
think it's
several times.
Yeah, maybe that's why I got you have to go to Sedona like 3 times total to get whatever it is. Because the Cottonwood, that's definitely not the right energy for you. I do feel like it's a halfway point, and I feel like the 6 months, you're going to be ready to. Well, you're going to be ready to leave after 4. So see how that
Well,
goes.
I just checked into leaving today.
Wow. So were you? So maybe it's a variation of the 4. Have you been there 4 days or 4 weeks? Something with the number 4?
Yeah, 4 weeks. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Because usually I get the number. It's just like what the thing coming out. Yeah. So you're ready to. Oh, I wonder what the 28 is. Well, today is the 26th. It's not the 28th, right? Maybe it's 28th of this month.
It's February 28th.
Is that what it is?
Next month. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because, when I hear the numbers, I'm like, I just don't know exactly like what they are, but usually I know I get pretty close on that. You're definitely in the right thing. And I feel like her name is Cassidy. Talking to Cassidy will really help you in a way. She is amazing. I can't say enough great things with her. I do a monthly thing with her the first Wednesday of every month. But since you're already up there, to see someone like that who will help you, she would be great. So as for your love life and all that, see, the guy's there, but I feel like you haven't found him yet because you're not like in that place like to be the person you want to date yet. And that's only because you have all this, like, I don't want to say it's unsurety, if that's even a word, but like being unsure all around you. Like you're still trying to set the course in a way. And that's why it hasn't come yet. Because my firm belief, I've been doing this for a really long time. In fact, I'm celebrating my 10-year anniversary coming up, is that, you know, we have to be who we want to, we have to be the person we want to date to attach, to find the person we want to date. Because if we're in a really bad place, we're going to find someone in a bad place. Like if there's a room of 100 people and only one of them is in a bad place like you, yeah, give yourself 10 minutes, you'll find them. So that's kind of what I feel like it is. But let me draw a couple cards for you. Did that help so far?
Yeah, but I don't feel that I've already been coming out like 3 times a year.
Oh, so
And
there's the 3. Okay, so yeah, I feel like this time it's different because you're closer to it. Does that make sense? Like you're living closer to it, but there is something about the 3 thing. Hold on, let me shuffle these because I just got the same 2 cards from the last person, and usually I like to shuffle, so it's not that. I'm supposed to use this deck, or is there a different one? It's this one. No wonder I'm supposed to use this deck. All right, hang on. So this is my new deck, the one called Secret Language of Light. Wow. So, yeah. All right, watch this. From my patented Why You Can't Make This Up department. So you asked about meeting someone. Look at this. It's soul mating. There he is. But the soul song piece, I feel like this is you like becoming grounded and being like set in a way, because I still feel like you're just unsure somehow, but your inner voice is helping to guide you. This is what's getting louder. And I really feel like one of the things you're supposed to do in Sedona is they're showing me like a big mountain to go hiking on. I don't hike, so I don't know exactly where that is, but there's something up there, because the next 2, your inner voice will become more sensitive as I know this says create space, but I'm hearing it's creating the right space. So definitely where you are in Cottonwood, you're like, you know, I know I'm out. But I do feel like there's something new coming. You just got to be patient with yourself. I mean, the new energy around us, it just started recently in some, you know, it just started at the beginning of this year. So I feel like that's the reason why you're feeling the way you are. But I just feel like don't push it, because this really feels like the big shift for you. Like you've been working on this, is it 7 years? 7
yeah,
something. Yeah.
yeah.
So for those 7 years, so now it's like, okay, give yourself the break. The other thing to remember is last year, as I told the last person, that, you know, that was the end of a 9-year cycle. So you've already ended it, and now you're ready to keep going. So this 3 times a year thing is like the perfect number for you. And I still got, does she still need to go 3 more? You need to go at least 2 more times. So next time you go, send me an email, bob@bobthepsychic.com. Tell me you're Deb, that you wanted Cassidy or the energy person's name. I will send you her contact information and see about having a session up there with her in that energy, because maybe that'll help clear whatever else is around you that needs to be changed. I mean, the tarot deck, I shouldn't laugh, but the tarot deck is showing your move, though. Look at this. The first one I got is the 6 of Swords. This is the physical move card. So swords are about decisions. You're moving away from the drama right here to the smoother water. The Knight of Pentacles, this is about moving forward slowly but surely. Like he can't really go very fast because of the big black horse doesn't go fast, but he's got his armored suit on. And right there, that's the coin, the abundance that he's really protecting as he moves forward, because you're looking to be lovers. You're looking to be in balance. Lovers is about people being in balance. It's about attracting love to yourself. So all of the balls are in the air. You just got to let the the universe like do its shtick, for lack of a better way of saying it. So don't try to push it so much. Just keep going with the flow. I totally get that you're doing all of the right things, and especially leaving Cottonwood early, because remember I said there was something about 28, and if it's really February 28, I need to double my rates. But it is, whatever it's like. So I knew I'd get you to laugh eventually. Yeah. So, but that's what I feel like that's the answer there. Let me just try one of these. And then if you have another question, I'm more than happy to answer. Let's see here. Hold on. This top or bottom? I think we'll go with the top one. All right. That makes sense. Oh, yeah. Shush. Watch this. Uh-huh. Okay, so again, from the Wow, You Can't Make It Up, the first card says nurture, that you're giving yourself the loving attention and nurturing yourself with private thoughts, or positive thoughts, because you're looking within to see the perfection of the divine, like the perfection of yourself and your inner child. And then you're ready to begin anew. You're embracing your new life filled with blessings as your life path becomes more clear. That's exactly what's going on. It's just not clear yet because you have like a high standard. The bar is pretty high because, again, you have a lot of integrity and you're attracting abundance to yourself. So don't be hard on yourself. Like you're just going to go ahead and, you're going to like manifest. I think that was the card I got from that first deck when we first started.
Yeah. The manifesting is my challenge.
Matt, you just need to get out of your way and keep stopping and just keep telling the universe. And I also just look for the signs. Does she see or hear stuff? Do you see stuff? Colors around people, dots, spirits, that kind of thing?
I don't see, but I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you feel it, then my guys are calling it seeing. That's okay. When you feel it, that's how you know.
Okay.
Because I keep getting there's some mountain or some place in Sedona you're going to go scan and it'll just be electric and it'll help clear that.
Okay.
So give that a whirl. Okay. Send me the email so I give you Cassidy's info. You'll really like her.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. The next person is Kim. Kim, your name looks familiar to me. I don't know why. Maybe I have read for you before. Kim, come on, step up. Hi, Kim. We're waiting for you. Can you hear me okay?
There we go. I tried. Yeah. Start video. Okay, there we go.
Hasn't started yet, but that's okay. Have I read for you before? Why do I feel like your name is familiar?
No. Well, I was just at the same show you were over the weekend, so but I didn't get with you because I was too busy at my own thing. I can't get it. Oh, okay, camera.
We're doing it.
Maybe that's why I thought your name looked familiar. How did you do at the show? I killed it. I had my best fair ever in the history of me doing fairs.
I did really well. I had an awesome show.
Yeah, it was really, really good. Yeah, they're very good at what they do. Of course, we're on their channel now, but no, seriously, they are. And if you are wherever you live, if Soul Search comes to your neighborhood and does a fair there, I cannot say enough great things about go. Because the people there are there, they're all of the light. There's no scammers. There's no garbage there. They're very careful about that. And the people who are scammers, they won't come because the energy is too high. That's
I loved it. And I sat right across from Claudia. Are you familiar with her?
No, but if I saw her, but I'm not sure.
She was doing readings. I cannot get my camera.
Figure this out.
That's okay. So what's your question? What do you want to know?
Well, I just am doing a huge life transformation.
Yeah, let me give you something on that. Hold on. Yeah, it's about time. And they're telling me you could have done it like it's not 7 years ago, like 2 years ago. And that now's the time and just let it rip. And that don't worry about like whatever you're leaving behind you because it doesn't like match or fit you or like your style, whatever that is anymore anyways. So you are doing all of the right things and that the message you're getting not only from yourself, but I feel like it's being confirmed by other readers and healers like me. I guess reelers is a combo there. Whatever that is, that you should be getting the same message. And that's how you know you're like in the right place. Because I also get the sense that your gift is expanding and you're going to start doing different things. I don't think it's this year with the different things. I really feel like it's next year, but there is some kind of growth or something that's going to like happen for you that's going to bring like new joy to you. Does that line up and make sense?
Yeah, totally. Absolutely.
Other questions about that? We still have like plenty of time. What else do you want to know?
Well, that was kind of a lot right there because I'm just going through a transformation, trying to kind of restart my life after taking care of my mom for the last 6 years. And that would be a good question. Is my mom was super, had really bad anxiety about dying because she was so afraid of what was going to happen to her.
I got that she's
And
not afraid. Where are you? I feel like she normally, the way mediumship works for me is right side is mom's side and left side is dad. When I close my eyes and ask where your mom is, I got she's standing right in front of you. So if that makes sense to you, and I feel like that once she like saw the light or however that process works, that she was totally like not in fear anymore. One of the reasons I got that she was in fear, she was leaving you and leaving like the earthly part behind, and she just didn't really know what to do because she, okay, this can sound magical because I've decided not to use the word crazy anymore. So I'm working on that. So that when she didn't remember what it was like before she came here, like the previous life. And that's why she was afraid. But I guess she's all around you all the time. Hold on. What is owls? Do you hear owls, see owls, something about owls?
I just heard an owl tonight.
That's her. So
Cool.
yeah, that's her. And you know,
Cool. And I also
two people
feel
ago,
like
she asked me about what other relative that was, and I asked about the hummingbirds, and she said she sees them. So yeah, but for you, it's owls.
oh, okay, because for some reason I thought it was hummingbirds.
Okay, on that, I heard she doesn't like, she likes owls better. I
Okay.
heard her say, I like owl better. Oh, really? I like owls better because they're smarter than hummingbirds? I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
Whatever that's about. So yeah.
Great.
Great. Other questions? I can draw some cards for you, or I can just like, let me just close my eyes. Let me just give you a channel message. You just need to know that you're in the right place and that nothing you are doing is like wrong, like you haven't made any mistakes. And even though you're kind of unsure about where you're at, we're here to tell you that you're completely protected and they've been waiting for you to like take this leap of faith. I'm also hearing, have you thought about writing a book? And it's a book about like how you took care of your mom, something about like healing her or being there for her or advice for other people like in that situation. But there's some kind of book or something out there. You know, fun fact, I tell people they're writing books all the time. I don't know if I'm right, but I got that for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, a little bit. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're not quite there yet. I still feel like you don't know how the book ends or like what to say as ends, but I feel like the growth thing you're in now is what's going to give you the ending.
Okay.
Again, I keep getting it might not be till 2028. It might be like 2 years from now because this is the year where you're kind of like lining things up and all that. And like we said before, and I'm sure you said at the fair, you know, last year was the end of that cycle. You're in the new cycle now. So it's no accident that you're having these new things like come your way.
Okay.
Other questions? What else do you want to know? I feel like which deck wants to talk to you. Well, that one, we'll do this.
Yeah, I'd love to have some cards.
Yeah, let's do 3 of these. This is oh, it'll come to me. Unicorns. All right, that actually is going to make sense. This one. Oh, wow. All right, hold on. Let me just quickly draw them. So the way I pick them is I do whichever ones like don't fit, and then we'll do that. So we're just going to do, it's perfect. It's you. All right, ready? Here we go. This one is your feet, and that one is your head, and this is kind of like your journey. So in your feet, look, you're supposed to go with the flow. Relax and trust and accept what is happening. And then in your head, they're saying, enter the magic, live in the now, cease the moment. So I feel like this is about the not worrying piece when I was talking about that before. And then as you're going across this, I am present, that I am, this is like you being in your power and really being like your divine feminine and really being like your most true self. Like when you're doing your healing work or psychic work or whatever that work is, that you're vibrating high. And that's when you're in this place. You're also ready for new spiritual growth. Remember I said there was a new opportunity coming? Look, it's saying it right here. Be ready for opportunities because you are supposed to focus on the light and listen for a message. So the messages are all around you. I do feel like the owls speak. When you mention the hummingbirds, they're telling me they're hummingbirds too, but I really feel like the hummingbirds are about you and like protecting you in some ways because you're ready to invoke the Lumerian light, like that sense of guidance, that sense of like, knowing that you already have. So what kind of practitioner are you? What kind of work do you do?
I'm actually not a practitioner. I'm doing I'm working with a new company that sells hepatic technology, which is patches that have that are like braille for your brain. There's nothing in them.
Oh, wow.
So it's a whole new medical technology. And it's quite remarkable. It's really changing people's lives.
Yeah, and what I heard about that is the more you get it in front of the right people, the more abundance you're going to bring them, which will then affect you and bring you abundance, because you just need to keep following. Here's the Three of Pentacles. That's about following your plan. Just keep following the plan, but that's what needs to happen. And this one is the Three of Cups. That's joy, celebration, happiness. So keep doing like exactly what you're doing. Is there anything else you want to know before we move on to the next person? I guess we're waiting for some more people to show up so I can go a little bit longer with you. What else would you like?
Well, and actually I paid for two of us. I'm sitting here with my cousin Amanda. So
okay, send her on over. Amanda, how can I help you?
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, keep going with Kim for just one more sec.
All right.
Well, and is my dad in your presence at all?
I feel like he is. He's being really quiet though. Did he smoke like a cigar or a pipe? Cigar.
He used to smoke a cigar.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, because I saw someone smoking a cigar. He's saying he really doesn't want to speak right now because he's kind of embarrassed about all of the attention, but he loves you very much and he follows you around. And that now he's showing me, that might be it's not a hummingbird. It looks more like a raven or a crow, if that makes sense, but he's flying really high. So if that makes any sense, I don't know how you would see that, but it definitely wasn't a hummingbird, but maybe that's him though. But he definitely, I saw the cigar and I saw him like just being kind of quiet, like, I'm not really sure what's going on here. But he says he's really proud of you and he knows that it really took a lot, like a leap of faith to start being with this company, but you know that's what it is you're supposed to do to really help like change the world or modify things. And I feel like the deck that said just keep following your plan, keep doing that because it's definitely like the right thing to do. I also got you could travel with Soul Search, like go to other events with them, and that would be very like helpful. I've been to the Vegas one and I did pretty good at that one because So
what a wonderful event. I really liked it.
This past weekend was really good. Yeah. It was really good. I mean, they're always really good, but this past weekend was really super. So that's why I said in the beginning, if you're someone just watching the replay of this and there's a Soul Search event near you, go. just go.
All right. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Amanda, I'm all ready. What would you like to know? Set this thing.
I saw you on Sunday.
Oh, I did a reading for you
with someone. Yeah, it was cool.
Oh, okay.
I'm with Kim from Wyoming. She is letting me stay at her rental here. I'm going through a little traumatic injury, a dog bite to the face. That's why I wanted the camera or you to see my face. I didn't introduce myself the other day, but I'm just wondering what my next, I guess.
So on the dog bite, the dog got like scared of your energy. Because I feel like it wasn't something, I feel like you've been around dogs all the time, but this dog just got like freaked out by your energy, whatever that means. And that's why it might have lunged. Like it didn't mean to do it. It just got scared and didn't know what to do. I don't know if that makes sense or not.
It actually does.
Yeah, because I just feel like
really
because I feel like you might even know the dog and have been around it before, and all of a sudden it just went like, wow. But that might be why. So did I read for you yesterday, or did you?
I didn't introduce myself. I was kind of in and out.
Okay.
But
I'm terrible with names and faces, so I apologize about that.
Oh, it's hard when you can't see my face. But just wondering what my next maybe 6 months has in store for me. I'm kind of
there's a lot of healing going on. One of the things that with your face, I'm hearing like it's changing like your outlook in some ways. I mean, I don't feel like you're going to be like permanently scarred or something where people are going to like, ooh, look what happened. I don't think it's that at all. But I do feel like your outlook is changing. And right now you're supposed to make sure you really spend time like healing. And during the time that you're doing this healing, if you can, well, they're saying like, I know this sounds woo-woo, like meditate or just really connect with your highest self and see what it is you really want for like the next, I'm hearing it's 10 years. So I'm not saying that the last 10 years sucked, but they're really saying you're ready to do something like different, bolder, bigger, broader, something like that. I don't feel like you're near the Saturn return. So Saturn return is 0 to 27 and then 28 to 54 and then like 55 and up. And the idea is that it takes Saturn 27 years to bop around the universe. It's one chapter in our life. I don't feel like you're near that, but I do feel like this is the time for you to like figure out like some goals or some like aspirations for like the next 10 years so that you have something like to work on. It doesn't feel like it's a huge big list, and it doesn't feel like it's a huge shift from what you're already doing, but I do feel like it's time for you really to decide. I mean, one of the things I'm getting is in terms of your career and work, whatever it is you're doing now, I don't think you're going to be doing it for a lot longer. I feel like there's a shift coming that way too. You might not know what it is unless you're going to be working with Kim. It might be something related to that, but I definitely get that there's like a shift in that like general area.
Okay. Can you pull some cards for me?
Sure,
And also,
my
I'm wondering
pleasure.
if you feel any negative energy around my presence with one specific person that I'm kind of on the edge with.
Yeah, let me just give you some of that before I do this. You need to get rid of that person. It's a couple things. One, it's toxic, but also it's like a karmic thing. You guys have been together before, and so this comfortably uncomfortable thing that's been going on for, is it 2 years? 2 somethings?
Well, I'm talking about my mom, but
your mom. Oh,
also it could be many people. Yes, I think you probably Pete's who you're feeling.
Is your mom, is she still? I got you still alive. She's still alive?
Yeah, she's just very toxic, and
Yeah.
I worry more about her mental.
She doesn't really know
myself.
Yeah, here's what I got for her. She doesn't really like know what to do in some ways, and that whatever's going on around her, I feel like she learned this from. It might be a grandmother. I don't know that it's her mom, but it might be her mom's mom, about like lashing out and being mean or whatever, like as a way to get attention in some ways. And I feel like a lot of the things that she does, I feel like she doesn't realize she's doing it. But in your case, when I got that it's toxic, it's like there needs to be a boundary there. It's almost like you really can't say to her, hey, cut that out. But that's kind of like what needs to happen. But I don't know that she would be able to hear you if you said that, if that makes sense to you. So I do feel like you're supposed to like kind of wait and kind of see what happens and continue doing whatever you're doing. I don't feel like, you go around her that much because it's kind of like poking the bear. So, but I feel like that's okay. Does that make sense though? Because I don't feel like you guys have a, like I'm estranged from my siblings. I know I'm never going to talk to them again, and that's fine. I don't feel like you're in that situation with her though. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yep.
So, all right, let me draw some cards and stuff. And I see, and what they're telling me is that she means well. She just doesn't know like how to express it in some ways. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah. So I want to say in this case, so with that said, I'm hearing in my head, I'm supposed to tell you, you gotta like give her the benefit of the doubt, right? Hold on a second. Let me just there's a good message.
Still? Still? Oh, okay.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, I got yes on that. All right, so let's do some cards here. Okay, so in my weird layout, this one's your feet, that one's your head. This is kind of your journey. In your feet, you got the Emperor. This is like the father figure of the tarot deck. It's rules, boundaries, authority, kind of like, new wisdom. So this could be about the boundaries that we're talking about with mom and trying to make them. I feel like they're supposed to be flexible, though. I don't feel like they're supposed to be like completely black and white, but you do worry a lot about that. The Four of Cups, this is about being very analytical, and the universe is trying to give this guy a cup because he's all pissed off to like open up his heart in some ways, because once that happens, there's new abundance around you. So the Ace of Pentacles is like, abundance, material things. Sometimes I'll say new job, new house, new car, new money. I don't know that it's those things. I think it's abundance in general and whatever it means to you, because I don't get the sense that it's money per se. So maybe it is, okay, shush. Maybe it is in that relationship that you have with her or other relationships going on, because the plan that you're following is really about the journey that you're on. So in the Three of Pentacles, this is about following a plan. He's the home builder. They're the architects. They can't get the house without him. He can't get it without them. And the Hermit is about taking a break and kind of seeing what's coming up next. That's the light of spirit, light of divine guiding him. Did that resonate?
Yeah.
Perfect. So in your head, Magician, here you are manifesting. So I feel like almost you're ready. I might have said this to Kim too, like making a list of like, I'm hearing there's 5 things to make a list of like what you want to have or what you want to change around you. And I feel like every morning you're supposed to like put it on the mirror and get up and almost like chant it out loud or dance around it or put like energy in it in some ways. And that's going to bring you the rewards that you're really looking for in some way, if that helps. As I go across for the story here, you're resilient. I mean, there's been a lot of battles and stuff around you, but you're really ready to fight on in some ways. That's the Nine of Wands. The two, this is partnering with the Wands to create something new in your life, that you're holding the world. You're ready to do a bunch of new stuff, and that's really your lesson. I feel like this is about the confidence around you, for you to do something new, do something different you've never done before, because you definitely have the mental strength to do it. You just have never like put yourself in that place, because there's been so many disappointments and worries about it. The Five of Cups is disappointment. He's unhappy he didn't make it over the bridge to the house, so he kicked over his 3 cups, but those 2 are still standing. That's new partnerships, new alliances around him. There is worry there, but I get that it's all part of the transformation and the growth around you. The Eight of Wands is about, sometimes it's good news moving forward, sometimes it's travel. I usually read it as though it's like transformation, that you're in this place of good transformation, which is the perfect card to get the Fool card, which is new beginnings all around you. The new beginnings, I don't know that this year is it. I feel like it might be next year, but this is the year really for you to like make peace in a lot of areas around you. And I think the thing with your mom, I still feel like it might work out in some ways, but she needs to figure out a way. Here's how I'm hearing it. I feel like she needs to figure out a way to like talk to you in a way that's not like that.
Agreed.
That makes sense?
I like that. Yeah.
I feel like that's what it, and I feel like, but you're doing like all the right things. And I feel like surrounding yourself with Kim and other people who are light workers or whatever that's all about will help you to keep going. And if you want, I don't know if are you here in Phoenix? Where are you located?
Green Valley by Tucson.
Oh, by Tucson. Okay. Well, I do readings all over Zoom all the time. My website's right there on the screen. I'm happy to talk to you. There's also a great fair in Tucson. It's the second Saturday of the month. You can look that one up. I've done it a couple times, and the guy who runs it, Richard, is really good. So if you're looking for a place where there are readers, that might be a place for you to go. All right, let me do just these cards, and then I'll set you free. We'll move on to the next person. I think there's another person. It says you can take your time with Amanda, Kim, and the next. Okay. So for the producer person, can you tell me the name of the next person? So, because I don't see a name up there. Yeah, look, you're ready to, Amanda, hold on.
Yeah.
You're ready to simplify your life. Breathe deeply, and enjoy the benefits of simplifying your life, because you just need to look within and see like your own sense of perfection, which gives you fortitude, holding your vision clearly and moving forward with grace and ease. So I feel like that probably matches what we were talking about.
I've never heard that word, fortitude.
Fortitude? It says, I hold my vision clearly and move forward with grace and ease. I think fortitude is about like strength.
Mm-hmm.
Might be another word for that. So
great.
All right, great. Well, thank you so much. We're going to move on to the next person. It was a great chatting with you. If you want to know more about me, my website, it's bobthepsychic.com. And I'm here every Monday. So I'll see you back here. All right. Yes. The next person is Kathy. Kathy, come on, step up. How can I help you? What would you like to know?
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Fine. How are you?
I'm good. How about where are you zooming in from?
I'm zooming in from Chico, California. It's north.
Really, I many years ago, I used to work in television, and my first job was in the Chico Redding TV market.
Oh my goodness!
It would have been in the 1980s. You probably weren't alive. And the channel was 24. They were an NBC affiliate startup, and I do not think they're on the air anymore because KCRA probably.
There was one. There's KCRA, but there was also KVN at some point. I don't know where.
I don't know that one, but this one was KCPM, and I was on the team that started them. And I got busted one time because I wore shorts to work because we were in the Redding Bureau. They couldn't see us, and there was an airplane, a single-engine plane that landed on the I-5 freeway by. Oh, I can't remember where it was. Anyways, the newspaper was there, and they took a picture of the airplane about to take off, and there I am standing there in my shorts. And so it was published on the front page of the paper, and the news director calls me the next day. Hey, you can't wear shorts to work like that. Okay.
I just have to say, your energy is delightful. It's just delightful energy. Love it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So how can I help you? What would you like to know?
Know what I need to know. I'll tell you a little bit
I'll
about.
Give you some stuff. Hold on. You need to know that all of this fear and like insecurity is just really from the past. It's like from your, oh man, I want to say it's like late 30s, like last year. But if that makes sense, but whatever was going on then, you're not in that situation anymore. And you just need to know that you're going to be okay. There is energy around you that you're ready like to shift and move forward. And a lot of it is letting go of old ideas or old, I want to say, thoughts that just don't line up and don't make sense anymore. Like I want to say, you're just not that girl. So if that helps you in some way, and if you really want, and I feel like, you know, in terms of where you live, I don't feel like you're moving. In terms of your job, though, and how abundance comes to you, I do feel like that's going to shift and change because you're going to become open to like new ideas or new thoughts about it in some way. So you're not like so like narrow-minded, like, okay, this is the only way I can have money around me. I want to say you're going to give that up in some way. Does that make sense? Help you?
Well, I'm permanently disabled.
Okay.
So I had an awakening at the beginning of last year. So of course, everything has shifted. I look around and everything's through a different lens. And so
Right.
I've been following that path and done a lot of different things, some that have made sense to me and I've been ready for, and some that haven't. And so now I'm kind of in what I have, it seems like a really good definition of the space, the liminal space, the space between what happened and kind of what's next to come.
Okay.
And it feels like it's maybe integrative, like I'm integrating some of these things. But one of the things that really holds me back, that historically has held me back, and that I find myself kind of it rising to the surface and it having to be held and then dissolved or whatever, is the old stories. You know, the old stories that.
And I keep getting there's one from like your late 30s that you're really holding on too
I
tight. Does that
know,
make
and
sense?
no, I don't know. That was like 30 years ago. So I
Wow, well, you
can't
don't look that old. So I thought it was maybe
no,
10 years ago, maybe.
no,
It's like
no.
30, I want to say 39.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, my mom died when she was 39, and there's a lot of kind of ancestral and pre-birth stuff that is very much some things that she held that I integrated in my
Yes.
development.
I'm hearing a loud yes on that. Like if there's
Yeah.
so where are you located? Where are you zooming in from?
I am zooming in from Chico.
Oh, that's right. You're in Chico. Okay, that's right.
But I grew up in Southern California, and so
because I was going to say, like, the energy healer person I know would be good, because I feel like to clear some of that. And if you need the names of some people, I can give you some. You're welcome to email me and I'll give you a couple. One of them, there's something called theta healing.
oh, I love theta healing.
Yes. And I feel like that kind of is what needs to be done in some way. Do you know how to do it? Do you do it yourself?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I have the unscented candle. I know you look at the sunset, you do it before sunrise.
There's a woman named Linda Subyan. I think it's Subyan. She is the theta healer that taught me how to do it. It might be worth talking to her.
Okay.
And see about that, because I do feel like you're ready to go. I feel like, when you imagine like the creator going in there and like pulling the stuff out, I don't know that you can like get like, I feel like you can't grab it. And that's not a bad thing, but that's how it looks in my head.
Yeah.
I'm like talking to you about it.
Yeah, it feels like a very deep program, and it feels like
absolutely
the way it's going to either take something like you're talking about for somebody to kind of zero in on it, or it feels like it's just going to have to be layer after layer after layer. And
on that, I feel like if you found like the right healer, they'll just go get it. So it's not layer after layer after, because I feel like when you draw away the one layer and then it kind of comes back.
Yeah, it's kind of impressive. I've been doing light language, and that does help. That
yes, I'm aware of that. I've seen people who do that. Yes, I agree with that. Like I know on my own self, it is hard for me to clear myself, especially if there's some shenanigan or something going on.
Yeah.
And so I have people that I reach out to, but it takes a while to really like get that way. One of the things for me too is I'm like working my way off all of medication. So I used to take ADHD stuff, and I'm off it now because I got serotonin syndrome from it. That's not fun. Don't try that.
No.
Do not try that at home. And now I take Lexapro, and I'm down to like 5 milligrams a day. So it's like nothing. And my
Yeah.
gift has gotten a gajillion times better. So that
Good.
thought process, and the reason I'm bringing it up to you is if you're on something like that and you can somehow taper down safely talking to a doctor, because I'm clearly not one of those,
No,
that
yeah.
might help give you like the clarity and stuff that you're looking for.
Yeah, I tapered off of a medication. I did a micro taper. It took a year, and I converted to the liquid form of it, and then went like, I mean, it was meticulous, and I got off at no withdrawal at any point because I did it over a year. But then within 4 months of being off of it, I started having markers of some real kind of dark thoughts again, and it scared me. I didn't know how to integrate
On
that.
that, I feel like they're telling me, I'm not a medical, yeah, something about like microdosing, like, psilocybin, whatever the mushrooms, whatever that is.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
yeah, but that might just help you. Yesterday, when I was at the fair that we've all been talking about, someone came up to my table and they were showing me a product they bought. They were going to give me the website and they didn't, but it looked like a chocolate little gummy that had that in it. She's like, "Oh, take it and try it." I'm like, But I did when I got home, and I did notice it kind of, doesn't make you high or anything, but you get like a little
Right.
bit of clarity off it. That
Yeah.
might be enough, like when you feel it coming on, to help with that.
Yeah, serotonin it's supposed to be a good thing. I mean, God created us with it, but it can be a slippery slope if you start messing around with the balance or your body
Yeah.
can't
So what
always.
happened to me was I was on something called Strattera for ADHD,
Oh,
and then
Strattera.
and then it's kind of stopped working. So the doctor prescribed something called Quelby. So I just switched. And I like the Quelby, and oh my God. So apparently when you get off Strattera, you need to taper. Oops. So then when the Quelby started doing a thing, now it's like, pipe open, come on, serotonin. Wow. I mean, I went to the
Wow.
ER 3 times and just thought I was jumping out of my skin, and it was
Yes.
horrible. And so it's taken 2 weeks for me to get, like, the last 3 days, I have not taken any anxiety medicine, and I'm
Oh.
feeling great, but it's because I know that that's like out of my system.
So well, good for you. You're 2 weeks 2 weeks away from that.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll just 2 questions: guides and gifts. I wrote it down here. I didn't have anything written
Well,
down.
so for your guides, did you see? I got you see stuff. Do you see colors, dots, spirits, that kind of thing? It might be a flash out of the corner, like, because what I'm hearing is they're waiting for you to see them, that they're there kind of like guiding you like down the path in some ways. So I feel like when you kind of go to bed tonight, ask the universe to, well, about theta healing, ask the creator to show you your guides, or at least give you a sign that they're around, and see
Okay.
if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
I know for me, when I'm doing the theta healing, I'll hear in my head it is done, it is done, it is done. Like the last command, like
Yes.
acknowledging it.
Always in threes. Always
Yeah.
in threes.
Always in
Yep.
threes. And when I hear it, because I'll be like, I think I'm done. And then I'll hear it and I'll be like, okay, I know I've done something. And I did it to a couple people yesterday, and yeah, it worked great. So that might be one. What was your other question? Was about the guides, and what was the other part
The
of it?
gifts. The other G, gifts.
Gifts. Well, your gifts are just like coming to life or coming to fruition. I feel like sometimes you might be, okay, what I'm hearing is you might be looking for them too hard. So you're
I
kind of being
know.
analytical, even though they show up. The best example I can give, I like to give. So that tapping thing I do with the cards, I don't even know how it started. Like one day I kind of like did it. I'm like, well, that's interesting. And then now I just do it all the time. And I feel like the reason I'm telling you that is because I didn't, like analytically look like, oh, wow, is that what's supposed to be? How's that supposed to happen? That kind of thing.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. Let me just draw a few of these. We still have I still got about like 7 minutes to go. So so I'll talk to you, and then we'll do a general reading at the end for like everybody who's here, since there'll be some time left. All right. Let's just see what this has to say. Oh, okay. I'm not sure what that one's all about, but we'll figure it out when the time comes. Oh, all right. Both of those, one more. Okay. Oh, here we go. This actually is talking to you. Hang on, let me switch. Okay, so in your feet, soul name, this is kind of like you talking to yourself, like your soul has a name and it's speaking out to you. In your head, the colors around you are helping you with your authentic truth. So if like I'm seeing reds and oranges. So if red and oranges mean something to you, I know those are colors of the chakra. I know red is root and orange I think is sacral. But I am not an expert on that. But maybe if that does mean something to you about looking at the reds and oranges around you, you're definitely sensitive to a lot of the things going on around you, but you haven't done anything wrong in some way. So I feel like if you're beating yourself up about things, that might be what that is. This clearing space thing, I feel like this is just allowing you to have more, well, they're telling me like having more space in your life, having like less like rules. I don't want to say it's rules. It's more like less boundaries in some way, or making them more pliable. And then divine animals, I feel like the universe is telling me. So do you know what your like spirit animal is? This is kind of like working with your spirit animal.
No, but I did an Akashic reading, and birds and trees have been very, very key in finding groundedness and peace.
Okay, so for the tree thing, I do this every day, and I know it's gonna sound woo-woo, so I'll get out. Do you go out and like stand on the tree and hug it? Can you do that? Or are you like not able to do that?
Not really able. Well, no, but I do. I imagine myself doing it.
Yeah, because I was going to say one of the things, like there's 2 trees in my little neighborhood there. Both of them have big roots, and the roots are showing. And those are the ones I'm attracted to. So I'll like stand on the roots and then like hold the tree and then ask, what's the message? And sometimes I can feel the vibration from that. So that might be.
Californians do very well with woo-woo.
Yeah.
Southern California,
there
where
you
I grew
go.
up.
Yeah, but that might be something that makes sense. Just about the whole, going out there and talking to the trees and stuff. I mean, I do that. There's another there's a coach program that I know of where she tells people to go out every day and like stand in their, bare feet and stand on earth, like grass or dirt or whatever to really ground. But I find it's easier for me to do trees, and I really like doing that. So if that helps you in some ways, that'll be, I want to say, one of the good things going on around you.
Okay.
All right. Anything else? If not, I've got about 5 minutes left. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to close my eyes and we'll just do like a channel message for the group, and we'll see if this helps everybody. So hold on a second. Okay, so everyone here came for a reason to really manifest something new in their lives. And in the very beginning, we drew the card showing the manifestation. And as you saw from all of the questions that were asked, all of the people were asking for new information about what was coming in or what was in store for them. So we want to let all of you know that it's no accident that all of you are here asking these questions. And from this session, we want you to take the idea and the promise and the commitment that you can manifest whatever it is you want, need by just asking us, asking the universe to give you exactly what it is you've always wanted and always needed. And when you do this, we want you to say to be as specific as possible, but do not use the word no or not or negative, because we never hear that. And we're going to give you whatever that negative thing is, not on purpose or not by accident, but it's just because that's how we hear things. So over the next 2 weeks, this is the time for all of you to do that kind of work. So whether it's writing it down, like in form of a letter or a list of things you want to have around you, or whether it's verbally saying it out loud, we want you to do this at least 3 times. We want to say to do it 3 times a day for 3 days, just to get it out there. But if 3 times a day is too much, do it for at least 3 days. We're in the morning, in the evening before you go to bed. The 3rd time in between the days, sometime it can just be a thought process. It doesn't have to be the exact same words, but just the idea. And that will help move all of you forward to a place of greater love and light, kindness and understanding. Okay, wow, that was my guide. I'm starting to see, and I start to sweat after that. That's how I know I'm like all connected in a way. So I'm not talking to anyone specifically. There's still a couple minutes to go. Let me draw some cards. Hold on. I heard I'm supposed to draw. Which deck is it? It's this one. Hold on. Okay, we're going to do this one. This one's called Healing with the Angels. I heard in my head to draw 6, so we'll do that. So if you have questions about me, my website is right there on the screen. It's bobthepsychic.com. I'm located in Phoenix, Arizona, or Scottsdale rather, and I do readings all over the world, though. No matter where you are, I will happily talk to you on Zoom. Hold on a second. Let me just flip these around so they're all going the right way, and this is a really good message, a really good way to wrap up tonight's ceremony or this discussion that we're having. And there's other programs here on Soul Search TV. I hope you'll go and check them out in some ways. And I'm here every Monday night at 7 o'clock Mountain Time. So that's 6 o'clock in California and 9 o'clock in New York until
Can you
daylight.
hear this?
Say it again.
Oh, we just, thanks, Bob.
Oh, you're welcome. Did it end and I didn't know it?
Looking for real answers? Meet Bob the Psychic, Scottsdale's #1 psychic. Join live readings with Bob the Psychic every Monday night on Soul Search TV. Real people, real questions, real clarity. Bob connects directly with your energy using psychic insight, tarot, mediumship to bring guidance on love, career, family, finances, and your life path. His readings cut through confusion, offer validation and hope, and help you move forward with confidence and trust. Every Monday, 7 p.m. MST. Watch free on Soul Search TV, YouTube, or Facebook, or reserve your spot to join the Zoom room for a live reading. Experience clarity that changes everything. Limited spots available, so sign up before they're gone.